Hi, my name is Miss Valdes, and if you're watching this video, that means you have the pleasure of having me as your teacher this year. This year is going to be so much fun and it's going to be exciting, but there's going to be times when you're stressed and you're going to need a lot of support. Luckily, I graduated from here and I have the inside scoop with a lot of teachers here. So let's go ahead and go to them and see what they think. This is Miss Allen. She was my senior year math teacher, bless her. But Miss Allen, what I wanted to ask you was, do you have any advice for my students this upcoming year?
For your students?
Yes.
Do your homework.
Do your homework.
Do your homework. It's always a good thing.
That's the third, do your homework.
Well, do your homework.
Do you have any advice for my students this upcoming year?
Well, you can see this teacher is a lovely, lovely young lady.
This is Miss Robertson. She was my biology and marine science teacher, and I have a question for you. Do you have any advice for my students this upcoming school year?
Yes, they need to pay attention. They need to follow what your rules are in the classroom and do the best they can do.
Wow, close up. This is Coach Hayes. She is your PE teacher, and we graduated together, class of 2014. And Coach Hayes, do you have any funny stories about our class? Because I know we were quite a handful.
Don't do this. But
Do not do this in my class.
some of
please.
you might know Miss Lineman, and we were not the best class to her. For example, she would collect all of our phones in a box, and we decided to all set alarms off on our phones at a certain time. There was one phone or two that went off at probably something 05, and it was probably a dog barking because we all have that feature on iPhones. And then they went up, they fixed it, whatever, turned them off, and 5 minutes later, there's dogs barking, cows meowing, trains going off, just all these different alarms going off, and we made her really mad, but it was kind of funny. But
It was pretty funny.
don't do those things.
And do you have any advice for my children this year?
My advice is, yes, you can. You can do anything as long as you attempt it and you keep pushing yourself. Because if you don't push yourself, you'll never do it.
This is Miss Lineman. She was my 8th and 10th grade English teacher. So, Miss Lineman, do you have any hilariously funny stories about my class when you taught us?
I do. Can I say his name? Is
Oh,
that all
yes,
right? Yeah.
please. Please.
You were in Dakota Briscoe's class, and Dakota liked to do practical jokes. I think he
It
was,
was
always
a daily thing.
I think he was always trying to get me upset, and then I didn't get mad at him, but he did get a detention.
Yeah.
So he did get mad at me. One day he decided to bring a mouse to class.
An actual mouse.
An actual mouse. I was walking around the classroom checking to see if everyone had done their homework, and all of a sudden there were screams coming from everywhere because Dakota had let the mouse out of the little box it came
Literally.
in. But wonderfully, God prepared Mr. Larry Smith walking down the hallway, heard all the commotion, walked into the room, grabbed the mouse by the tail and took him across the hall to Mr. Attard's snake, who promptly ate the mouse. It was all timing according to God. And we all laughed about it, but Dakota did get a detention.
This is Mr. Ratzlaff, the husband of Mrs. Ratzlaff. And he was my 8th grade history teacher, senior year Bible teacher, and 9th grade economics teacher. 3 whole years he had me. So I hear you had a funny recollection of my 8th grade class that year.
I lost years of my life teaching their class in 8th grade. Not necessarily Abby, but we did have some good memories, and one of the memories I loved was I had 2 sections. She was in my first hour, there was a 3rd hour. Her section had a song it was a class song, and it was Cyndi Lauper's Time After Time. And I know that if you wanted to hear it, she could still do it,
Yes.
but maybe not right
It's
now.
an old song.
But
It was
yes,
old at my
80s
time.
song.
This is Miss Ratzlaff. She was my world history teacher and AP US history teacher. Don't know why I took that. But anyways, Miss Ratzlaff, I just wanted to ask you, do you have any funny stories of me as a student here at Highlands Christian Academy?
I do have a recollection of a coach threatening her players that if they did not show up on time, she was just going to leave them. And she did. And way over there, the bus was pulling off with Abby and a couple of her teammates sprinting after the bus so they would not get left behind.
Hey, I'm Abigail. I know Miss Valdes from soccer. She is one of the best coaches in the world, and I think you should respect her because if you do, she'll be the nicest teacher you'll ever meet.
Hey, I'm Madeline. I don't know how to talk to a camera and be good for Miss Valdes, and she'll like you. Hi, my name's Tinsley. I'm Miss Valdes' favorite student. Stay good in her class, and if you tell her stuff, you'll get close to her, and then y'all become best friends, like me and her are. Okay. Kinsley's sister. I just want to be in the video.
My name is Gracie.
Say something you like about Miss Valdes.
I like her hair.
No, and what's you like and advice for her students?
Yeah. Oh, you need to tell your students you should have handshakes with all your students.
What?
This is Miss Ratzlaff. She was my...
No, you have to start over. I just hit myself.